Hello folks, welcome back to Sintown Repair. This is another episode. Right behind me I got a 1969 Plymouth Fury, 318 V8, automatic transmission. I know it's been a while, there's really no excuse, so I'm not going to give y'all one. My voice is a little raspy right now, I'm kind of recovering from a little sickness, but the show must go on, so you know I got to do what I got to do. It's good to see y'all. I know it's been a while, like I said. I just been trying to figure out better everything with all the comments I've been getting, which is good. I want to keep getting good feedback and all that, and I really hope that we can grow together as a family and see how far that we come and see how far we can go. Let's not keep y'all waiting any longer. Let's start this episode of Sintown Repair. Alright, so it's a 1969 Plymouth Fury. I know what y'all were wondering, you know, where's your camera girl? Don't have one as of right now. She started working, so I'm kind of going to be solo for a while. I don't know how long. Not really used to being by myself, but, you know, whenever it comes to recording, but we'll figure it out together. It can't be that hard. You know what I mean? Like, just a little bit of multitasking, no big deal. But it's a 318 V8 automatic transmission. I kind of started. I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help myself the other night. This was originally on it. Right there. The belts came apart, as you can see right here. The belts came apart. So we're gonna need belts, but she's not locked up. I was able to run her over with this right here. See the screwdriver? It's a little wet, don't worry, there's no battery. You just go like this, like that, and then you just go like that. Man, I really can't wait to get my voice back. I know I sound like Marge, or like I've been smoking cigarettes since I've been gone. Another thing I had to do was get us a new coil, guys. The old one, it could be original, who knows. The old one wasn't working, I guess, because whenever I was trying to get fire, I ended up taking one of these off and putting a spark plug in. It wasn't getting no fire. And it turned out that I ended up having to mess up the points. They ended up being bad. I took off the cap, and underneath there was a whole bunch of like mud balls, I guess. You know, it's for the mud wash. They make like balls, like little balls of mud. I made one in there, so the points weren't hitting right. So I took one of these, and then I put it in the on position, and I ended up just, you know, hitting it a little bit. Finally, it made it spark so much. I guess they just ended up coming right back around. Well, we ended up turning it over, and she's not locked up, like I said. But the starter she's going bye-bye. Oh, look, it's not gonna work no more. I mean, it works. It'll be spinning, but it's not locking, if that makes sense. So there's a little piece of the starter that it shoots out, you know what I mean? So whenever it shoots out, it grinds, you know, with the flywheel, and then it turns it over. Well, that thing's just shooting out sometimes, but it's not turning. Or it could be turning and it's not shooting out. So we're gonna need a new starter. So that's gonna be, I already put in an order. We're gonna get one soon. We've seen this happen before. Whenever you turn over a car, these just come apart. She's pretty straight. You know that saying, hate to see you leave, but I love to see you go? With a back end like that, wouldn't you love to see it go? Let me see if I can get this door open. There we go. A little bit of pull. This is the inside. Supposedly it was the cops. Why do I keep getting cop cars? I have no idea. Maybe God wants me to become one or something, or maybe it's, I don't know. That's weird, right? Isn't that crazy? 1991, Texas police officer, associate member, whatever that means. Maybe he would give them info on what people were doing. But check that out. Isn't that neat? 73,000 miles. Probably 173, but let's look. Yeah, no, that's probably 73,000. I ain't even gonna lie. I ended up, also, he gave me the keys to it, but only to the trunk and to the door. So I ended up having to, don't end up using this knowledge that I give you, you know, for wrong. So what I did is, since I didn't have the key, I ended up drilling this out. And then once I drilled it out, there's this little piece. See that? Right there, that where that little indentation is at. Well, all you gotta do with that is put a screwdriver in, and then there's little clicks. It goes click, 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 click. So it's gonna be on, start, and I think it's accessories on and then start. So if you just click all the way to the third, and if you just hold it down, it'll cause the engine to turn over. And sure enough, it ended up working. So didn't end up having to buy another ignition cylinder. So just trying to save money right now. Everything's so high. Oh, check this out. What are those? I have no idea. There's these other shoes. Have y'all ever seen that brand before? This thing hasn't ran in a minute. Look under the little mud wash thing. Get that out of there. I've never seen these before. 8X. I looked up the brand and there's nobody that like sells them or has them, or like it's weird. It's like they didn't exist or something. I looked them up to try to see how much they're worth and couldn't find nothing. But it's pretty clean. A little bit of rust. A lot of bit of rust right there. Not a little bit, a lot of bit. We had got her and she was a little bit like she had like a whole bunch of moss. We ended up spraying her down and then she kind of came back. But like I said, she's been sitting here a while whenever we got her. And I'm barely getting to her now. Look at that. Plymouth. No, I'm just saying it's Plymouth. This is just the start though. We're going to end up getting some radiator fluid because we need radiator fluid. And I ended up putting in some old oil. It did have oil, but, you know, it needed a little bit more. I don't want to turn it over without it having enough oil. Maybe build some oil pressure. Automatic transmission fluid. I haven't added to this, so you're going to be seeing what it looks like. Pretty good, right? Yeah. That's probably gonna end up working. That's pretty much it. I ended up taking one of these off of I don't know if it was the Bel Air or the Ford that we have, because I ended up needing one, but I'm probably gonna end up buying one. They're cheap anyways. I ended up getting the coil from the Bel Air, so kind of a Frankenstein builder. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of be everywhere whenever it comes to these vehicles. I just be getting parts from anything and putting them together. But as soon as they run though, I'll either go out and buy the parts or just swap them back, and whoever ends up buying the cars, just let them know, hey, you need to replace this. Bada bing, bada boom, get her done. Once those parts get in, we'll go from there. And I'll show y'all videos of me putting them on, and hopefully we can get this bad boy idling. Back again where we left off again. Already got the starter in, already got the other belt, so we're all set to go. I took the liberty of getting her lifted for us, that way that we can just climb in, get started, do whatever we got to do. It's a little windy, so we might have a little bit of technical difficulties. If we do, no big deal. We'll get through it, as we always do. Y'all might wonder why I'm dirty already. I haven't started. I mean, other than lifting her up, but helping out somebody earlier today with the serpentine belt. Tried paying me, but you know, I'm trying to get good karma, so I didn't take it. I'm just blessed to impress. You know, I'm not dressing to impress though, but I'm blessed to impress. So, you know how it is. I just gotta return the good that comes to me, you know, back out there, because God only knows how many people need help out there. And if I can help somebody and not charge them at all, or only charge them a small fee, you know, all the power to me, and all the power to anybody else that also does it. You know, you just want to get positivity, putting it out there in the world. Good karma, pushing out, comes back to you. But anyways, enough talk. Let's just get started with this episode of Sintown Repair. Alrighty guys, so just opened her up. Immediately greeted by this little critter in here. Hey, how you doing there? Gonna need you to get off pretty soon. I really don't like creepy crawlies, especially around, you know, my work area, because you're gonna end up landing on me and we're just not gonna end up being friends. Look, you're ready giving me that side eye. You're ready giving me that side eye. So how am I supposed to take that as a good companionship? Look, watch. See? You're already not vibing with me. I'm trying to shake your hand and you're not vibing. Anyways, yeah, how about that starter? let's get rid of the critter. We're not gonna kill him, but we might think about it. So let's get that done. Get out of here. Get out of here. Just crawl. There. Can't have you crawling on me, fam. Get out of here. Get out of here. There you go. Get out of here. Perfect. Alrighty. The starter. Man, how about that weather yesterday, right? It was like 3 feet high and rising. I had to end up calling my mom and ask her. Or is it the dad? It's probably the dad. But we're not going to go into that, are we? I love problems. Problems are my favorite. You know why? Because I'm a problem solver. Ain't she a beaut? I don't know what you're thinking. W-I-T-N. W-I-T-N. That's what y'all are thinking. What in tarnation? But I'll tell you what, though. It doesn't look that bad. For me, remanufactured. For the low price of $69. Yeah, no. It's not so bad. Could have been worse. The size of this thing. Jesus. How high is the water, Bob? 3 feet high, rise. How high is the water, mama? 3 feet high, rise. And it's a beautiful baby boy. That's funny. It sure ain't acting like it's messed up. It's weird. The one that was bad on the Camaro, I knew it was bad because... Oh. Well, this one doesn't wobble at all. This one, watch. See how it wobbles? This one, the new one, doesn't really wobble at all. It's like stern. It's like he knows where he wants to be. And he wants to be in here. Praised he was. I know what you're thinking. Man, Richard, it's Christmas Eve. Why are you working? You know, you should be chillaxing. There's no room to chillax when there's money to be made. Duh. Gosh. Act like you know. Now, where can I stick this? Oh, to the bottom, dummy. Hey guys, Merry Christmas. We're here on Christmas Day in the morning. Ran out of time yesterday. That starter was not what I thought it was going to be. Ended up having to drop the bolts to the exhaust and then push it down just a little bit. That starter, I don't know why they remanufactured it like that, but whenever they put in a new solenoid, it's like it overlaps a lot. So whenever you try sliding it in, where the old one slid out, it keeps hitting the exhaust. So I ended up having to unscrew the exhaust, drop it down a little bit, but now she's back in, so we're good. I'm gonna put the bolts all back together right now, and we'll see if we can get her started. Camera might die. I'm probably gonna end up charging it. If it does die, then I'll just put it on, and then whenever it's back on, I'll just bring it back while it's charging. But yeah, let's get started. Alrighty guys, well we got her back. We got the starter on already. That was a lot. I'm not even kidding you. I had to unbolt this, drop this down a little bit, squeeze her in, tidy all her up, put this back. I'm not gonna lie to you, I almost gave up YouTubing for a little minute. It took 4 hours all day yesterday just to try to figure it out, and then it only took probably 30 minutes or so just to do it right now. But I got a charger on her right now. The battery, I'm giving her a charge. We still got to do the belts, can't forget that, and we still need coolant. But let's just see what she'll do if we try to just like that. Let me put some gas real quick and we'll see what happens. It might be a little bit absurd, the amount I'm about to put in, but let me make it. Right there. Just a little drop. Just a little drop. Maybe a little bit more than a little bit. Alright guys, all you do is get this and go right in. Pump, 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 pump. It wanted to. Come on, you want to. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm even trying to get her to stay on. At the end of the day, still gonna need coolant, still gonna need the belt. So, point is, she'll start. You don't want, we can check spark again. So yeah, so we do. You hear that little snap? You hear that little snap? Let it go snap, crackle, and pop. Alright, now watch. Pay attention. Are you paying attention? Because I know I ain't. See how it's sparking? This bad boy will run on 7 cylinders if it wants to. She's packing a lot of fury. And I ain't Plymouthing you. That was cheesy, sorry. But yeah, let's do the belts real quick. Let's get coolant. Hopefully we have no freeze plugs. There you go. Man, that was so hard. Alright guys, we're back again. I thought it was the starter. It wasn't no starter. It's actually just not getting fuel. Pretty sure y'all could tell that carburetor was pretty locked up. I just thought that since on the blue Ford that I had got running, that car was locked up too. Like it was seized, but it was still able to run, so I figured that this one would run too. Well, this one's more gummed up than that one was. So I ended up looking up online, you know, what could we do? I ended up finding a concoction. We're gonna use some diesel and we're gonna use some PB blaster. I'm gonna have to poke a hole in it. You don't have to, but the thing's not working. Yes, junk, it's not gonna work. Just poke a hole in it right here and just, there you go. Perfect. Yep, you just poke a hole in it, mix it with diesel, and I would put vinegar because they said vinegar too, but I just feel like that might make too big of a chemical reaction. But I took the liberty of taking off another carburetor that was seized up off of another project we're going to be posting, and hopefully we can get that one unseized too. We'll get two birds, one stone. Yeah, today's just hasn't been that great, you know. Nah, we'll just edit that part out. But yeah, so today's been very productive. To go look for a job. Nobody's really hiring right now that it's the end of the year. But I'm not sweating it. I'm really wanting to take this YouTube thing, as a main career, so that might help. Let's see what happens with this concoction and we'll go from there. If it ends up working, great. If it doesn't, I tried. Might just have to get 2 new carburetors, but highly doubt it. Let's just see what happens. So it's been a few minutes. It's moving a little bit, kinda. Let's look at it this way, guys. This is better than a stuck engine. Stuck engine, well, I don't know. I feel like I'd have an easier chance of getting it going. I don't know. I guess we'll have to, let's just ask somebody professional. Hey, Indica, come here. Come here. Hey, hold on, sit down. Hey, so what do you think about the whole situation? Hold on, no, don't be breathing it. Oh, doesn't think it's gonna work. Indica, hey. She looks like a cow, right? Look at that cow. Jeez. But yeah, let's just give it some more time, maybe another 2 minutes. Howdy folks, welcome back. I ended up getting the carburetor unstuck, so we're gonna see if that ends up making it work with the fuel problem, because I'm pretty sure it just wasn't getting fuel. We already had spark because we ended up changing out that coil, as you remember. I also took the liberty of changing out starter relay on the firewall. I'm about to show you that here in a little bit. I ended up having to customize it because it didn't exactly fit to the firewall. There's a little nut that hangs out, and then there's a little bolt that hangs out, and then a nut goes onto it, and then it attaches to the firewall. Ended up having to customize it because it was an aftermarket part. At least that's what they said at the Discount Auto. We still need to do an oil change if it ends up working, and we also need to put coolant in it or water, whichever one. Probably gonna end up having to put water. I know I was judging that in the last video, but times are rough right now, and we kind of just need to see if we can at least get this thing running. Water is the least important part. It's not like we're gonna daily it, you know what I mean? So let's not keep y'all holding back. Let's just get this video started. Let's see what we can do today. And I'm making this little concoction right here. It's not a naked, but it's kind of like one. It's naked gases, if that makes sense.
ended up mixing some gas and put in some of this 2-cycle oil with some gasoline. And I already put the carburetor back on. Like I said, I ended up having to put in new hoses. About to show you all that right now. Put in a new little hose right there. Let me put in a little bit bottoms up real quick. Right there, that should be enough. Probably a little too much, but it's all right. Oh, and another thing, I ended up having to change the negative wire on the coil that goes into the distributor. It was getting spark in it wasn't getting spark. It wasn't getting spark to the points because the other wire had busted on this side. So I ended up having to do some rewiring, ended up getting it to work. We're good. We got fired to the spark plug wires, and now from the wires to the spark plugs itself. Start a relay over here. Like I said, ended up having to drill this hole bigger. That's why this pink drill's right here. Partly for breast cancer. Another part is it's her mom's. It's my chick's mom's, so she ended up helping out like that. We still have the new starter down there, as you can see. And let's see what happens. Let's see, where did it go? Come on, baby. Probably needs a little bit more gas. Thirsty. I want that back. Alright, let's leave it alone for now. Probably just gonna need to get a flathead because that thing doesn't want to turn right. Alrighty, guys. Well, we got her on. We got her on. Now it's just time to change the oil. I hear a little bit of tapping, kind of, on the bottom. It sounds like it's coming from the bottom, not from the top. Probably with the new oil change, it'll probably be running better. Pretty sure it doesn't need... I don't know, we still have the spark plugs. We could change out the spark plugs, but I checked them all and they all were good for the most part. I mean, they were a little old, but they weren't, you know, like burned or worn out or nothing that needed to be replaced. But I mean, if we already bought them, might as well, right? It's the oil. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Let's do it. Alrighty, boys. Do y'all like dark chocolate or y'all more of a Carmelo like me? Look at that. I'd take y'all into dark chocolate if this is what came out, right? I'm more of a Carmelo guy myself. Now all we gotta do is put in the oil. I already tightened up the bolt down there. Let's get that going. Alrighty, guys, so today I got us a Rotella 1540 heavy duty oil because Lord knows this beast needs it. I can get that. There we go. Real quick. Since somebody wants to be talking mess about me using my shirt, I had to use a rag.
Too hot.
Oh my god. Alright guys, I messed up. This is the new oil filter. I forgot to put it on. I got too excited. My bad. I don't know what else to say. That's my fault. And then this is the old one. This is like, oh yeah, you can hear it kind of. See how it cracks? It was old. God only knows how long they had this in here. It's pretty bad. This is the new one. We just gotta put oil around the seal real quick and she'll be good to get back on there. I forgot to put on the oil filter.
So you don't need me right now?
Nah.
Okay, I'll go back in.
Just
There's a lot of drama going on at work.
what happened? They're
My
firing you?
boss is talking.
About firing you?
No, just about what happened the other day with the post-void situation. And then she put if an incident occurs with the registers and you have no idea how to do it, there's absolutely no excuse why I wasn't told to use that. It doesn't matter if there's one. That's why we had backup. Do not ever let the customer leave if they either can't see the list of items to resolve. Otherwise, you will get the consequence to what happened to the tills if I wasn't aware of anything going forward. But how are you going to say this is why we have backup whenever the manager was the one going through the whole situation and we didn't have the customer leave before paying? The customer paid. Then she said, also, whoever said to not call me when I was on vacation, this is my store, it doesn't matter. Otherwise, I would have said to call another store manager for help. So I put people forth doing things.
Who said that?
That's what Alyssa's saying, because when Haley's like, let me call Alyssa real quick, I was like, oh, have you been calling Alyssa? She's like, yeah, and I was like, oh, well, she told me not to call her even if there was a fire. Like, she didn't want anyone calling her on her vacation.
Why would you say that?
And, because that's what she told me. And I was telling Haley, I was like, so that's why I haven't called her. And I was like, but yeah, go ahead and call her so that we can figure out how to do this. And so she called Alyssa. Like, she ended up calling her. But then Alyssa's saying, like, that she never said that. But tomorrow I work with her, so I'm going to confront her about it. Because whenever Jessie had her on the phone, too, and she was like, why didn't y'all call me? And I was like, didn't she say not to call you? And she's like, yeah, but, like, you should have called me. And I was like, what? You said not to. She's like, it doesn't matter. You still should have called me. And I was like, but we did. We did call you. She's like, after the fact. And I was like, it literally, the payment went through. The lady paid. I don't understand what the problem is.
I don't think she ever liked you, if that's the case.
I'm just like, what? You're telling me, yeah, you did say that. You did say that, but you don't want us to listen to you.
Golly. I should have just left the thing in there. God, I hope that's on right. Because it sure looks like it could be tighter. I don't have no... Man, what is on my face? I don't know why it had to be a bigger oil filter. No. You would have to... Oh, well, what do you know? This might go bad. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Or it might work. It might work. Who knows? It might work. It might work. Yep. I think that's on there, right? Okay. Let go, let go. There you go. Now you're getting it.
I still don't know what I'm doing.
Well, you did it. Alrighty, guys. We're going to have to see if I can do this both-handed. Either way, we're still going to need coolant. But I know y'all heard her stay on for a little while. Let's try it again. Do it again, babe. Let go, let go. You have to, like, as soon as you hear it turn on, just let go. Try it again. Go again. One more time. Whoa. Let me do it. Watch out real quick. Here, hold it. Go hold it towards the motor. Where's my flathead? Go. You're just watching the motor with the camera. Your eyes are the camera, not you.
My eyes?
Yeah, or the camera.
What?
So look into the camera. Wherever you want your eyes to see, look into the camera, because you'll be doing that. You just put the camera anywhere while you're watching.
Look at all that smoke.
Where? Oh. There's a bit of smoke. It's probably that Berryman cleaning it out. Is it smoking? Hold on, all right, hold on. Let me go to the back real quick. Go to the tailpipes. Just concentrate on the tailpipes. Okay, you ready? Alrighty, we already checked to see and make sure it ran. All we're gonna do now is we already jacked it up in the back. We're gonna have somebody start it, somebody record the back end to let y'all know that if the transmission's working, and I'm gonna be pouring gas because we didn't get a fuel pump. And we sprung a leak. I don't know if you could see it or hear it somewhere. It's coming from one of the freeze plugs, but it has enough water for now. We're just gonna see what happens as we turn it on, or as we try to put it in gear and go from there. Here, alrighty. Let's reverse. It's neutral. Okay. Just do that. Oh. There we go, there we go. Are they moving? Nope. Nope. Didn't move. Just needed just a little bit. Chubby. Oh. Did it move? All right, that's good. Jesse, you can let it die. That's good. That's good, you can let it die.
Stop the other side.
Did it move?
I think so.
I don't know if it did. Okay, look at that side.
Didn't the other one do it on one side too?
Yeah. Hold on, we might have to do it again. One more time.
Who's from over there and stick the can in there, the water?
The pump doesn't work. I'm trying to save as much as I can. Messing with this. Damn it.
Why didn't you put the food back in there?
What's wrong?
What?
You're gonna eat them.
Come on, baby. She wants to start. Did it move? All right. Okay, well. Damn it. Come on. Okay. Give him more gas. Oh. Howdy folks, well you already just saw that the wheels are working. I wanted to do a little bit of a longer take, probably gonna end up doing that a little later on today. But as far as this car goes, we got her going. The transmission works, or at least from what we saw. I wanna prove to y'all that it works more than what it is. Going to later on today, but it works for now. We're counting it as it works. Motor works. We do have a leak in one of the freeze plugs. We're gonna have to disclose that whenever we resell. But other than that, she's pretty good. I mean, she sounds good. She does smoke a little bit, but I really think that's from the Berryman, because after it was before that I didn't put it in the Berryman, that I was just running straight gas, that it didn't smoke. It was after I put in that Berryman that it just started smoking. So I'm pretty sure it's just the Berryman, probably just burning it off. Trying to think of anything else. It's pretty much it. Trying to save money on everything else. Like the spark plugs I still want to do, you know, that's not really a big deal. But as far as wires and everything else goes, as long as it's running, it's gonna be an easy project for whoever ends up buying it. It's, you know what I mean, it's proof, it runs, it's good. Freeze plug, kind of a big deal, not really. It's right by the inverter, so it's gonna be an easy fix. I've done it on the Buick Riviera. That one didn't have a freeze plug, so it was gonna need one. There's no way to run it without that freeze plug. This one probably just has like a pinhole or something, because it's just leaking a little tiny bit, just poop, poop, poop. But yeah, I'm gonna end up getting started on the other video. I don't want to spoil it to tell y'all what it is. Y'all will be seeing that shortly. This pretty much wraps up this episode, and I want to thank all of y'all for joining me, just giving me all the support that I can get. It's been kind of hard doing this on my own. Has been a little hard. Like I don't even have a tripod yet. I'm still working on it, still trying to get everything worked out. And then doing this full-time now, I ended up starting to do this full-time, and I really want something to happen with this, just because work isn't cutting it. Like the bills are just so high. I'm just trying to figure everything out. Feel like I'm just checking my footing everywhere as I go. You know how it is. But other than that, I want to say thank y'all again for joining me in this episode of Sintown Repair. I look forward to seeing y'all again. Y'all have a good one. Also, please don't forget and make sure to like and subscribe to each and every video, or to each and every subscriber out there. Really appreciate all the new subscribers I've been getting. No words can say the amount of thankfulness that I have towards y'all. Y'all are the ones that help me get through the day, and y'all are the ones that let me know that I ain't doing this for nothing. And I just want to say thanks again.